Hello everyone, and welcome to our meeting online today. Unfortunately, we cannot visit you in your cities, but it doesn't stop us from giving you the best content we can online. My name is Natalia Gross. I'm a business partnership consultant at Odoo, and more specifically, I'm collaborating with companies that are interested in becoming our partners. If you are providing IT services and you would like to discuss our partnership programs, do not hesitate to find me on LinkedIn or send me an email directly to nag@odoo.com. I will also give you this email address at the end of the presentation, so don't worry, you will see it again. Just a little agenda for today. We know that mostly people who are new to Odoo are joining us. That's why at the beginning I would like to tell you a short story of Odoo, some figures and facts. Then we will move into a demonstration. It will be a main part of our meeting today, and I won't be able to do it without you. So make sure to stay with me till the end. Of course, as the last part, we will take some time to answer your questions. So if you have some, do not hesitate to send them right now on Odoo chat. There will be my colleague answering them for you. Or on our platform at the very end of the presentation, I will also give you an opportunity to ask some questions directly to me. I think we are ready to start. So in 2007, our CEO, Fabien, realized that the ERP market is composed of big ERP solutions with a very wide business scope, but they were very not user-friendly, right? They were very expensive, not user-friendly, and SMEs, small and medium enterprises, couldn't afford them. That's why they were using single-purpose applications. But as you can see on the graph on the right-hand side, the way from your customer to your company is very long and very complicated while using single-purpose applications. They are not integrated and they do not communicate with each other. That's why he decided to start Odoo Company. Here in 2007, we only had 10 employees. They were working long hours, but as you can see, they are all smiling. So probably they liked it. They believed in the product. Very interesting fact is that 9 out of 10 of the people that you can see here are still with us working at Odoo. The guy holding the dog is Fabien. He's our CEO. Here on the right-hand side, you can see a screenshot of a dashboard of Tiny ERP, because that was the name of the company back then. We had a lot of losses, inefficiencies, and lack of a business process, and I think that a lot of small companies can say the same thing about their processes at the beginning of their company. But the problem is that a lot of companies don't try to fix it. They pretend not to see them, and they learn to live with them. They pretend that it's all okay and that they can function like that. But our idea was that we need to fix our problems. If we want to operate efficiently, if we want to provide the best services for our customers, we need to be as efficient, we need to work as fast as possible. We were always striving to become a paperless company, just to make sure that we get rid of our growth bottlenecks. The good news is that right now with Odoo, this is available for you. You don't need an IT project every single time that you want to start something new or change something inside your company. You can install hundreds of applications with just one click, and the company, the solution, can grow together. Here we are very proud to say that we are able to take a photo like that one. It was during our annual event called Odoo Experience. This specific picture is from the year 2019. It was a release of version 13 on which we are working right now. Of course, we had a lot of fun with our customers and partners. It's a few days conference where we share our expertise. There are a lot of workshops, meetings, and of course, parties. On the right hand side, it's a screenshot of Odoo 13 dashboard. You can see that we went a long way from tiny ERP look to these beautiful apps that are visible here right now. For those that don't know much about Odoo, here is the overview of the company. We have offices in few continents, although we are available everywhere, thanks to being online and thanks to our partners who are supporting our customers with their local presence and local expertise. So as you can see, we have more than 2,000 official partners in many countries all around the world. So if you are interested in joining our network, or if you're interested in working with a partner, you can let me know, or check our website and contact someone, contact partner, contact Odoo employee directly there. Of course, as I mentioned, Odoo was created with the goal to help small and medium enterprises, but it doesn't mean that we cannot accommodate the needs of big enterprises. So here just a very short overview of some names that you might know. Those companies are using Odoo to manage their processes on everyday basis, and they are very satisfied they're still with us. So after this 10 minutes short presentation, we are ready to move to the main part of our meeting today. For the demonstration, as I said before, I will need your help. You will be the hero of today's story. I will be moving forward with the creation of our furniture business, but you will be deciding what are the next steps. To do so, we will need to move to menti.com. So please grab your phone or enter a new window on your laptop, go to menti.com and introduce the following code 831007. When you do so, you will get an access to the platform where you will be seeing the questions that you need to answer. So I will be able to create a company for us right now together. So do not hesitate to do so right now. You have the code here at the top of the page. So you need to go to menti.com and use the code 831007. We can see that one person has joined us. Of course, I will give it a minute or two, so you can all take few seconds just to make sure that you will have time to go to menti.com, introduce the following code, and yeah, start the fun. We will have around 10 questions today. They will be covering many different parts of the business, and you will be deciding how we should proceed. So here with the first question, how would you like to start your business? With a website, start with a website, open a physical store, or start selling door-to-doors, which is not really recommended at this time in the world. But as I can see, a little bit as I was expecting, you want to start with a website. We all know how important it is to have a beautiful, really easy to manage website for your customers, so they can find what they are looking for, they can get inspired, they can use maybe your knowledge. You can also share your knowledge with Odoo. We will see it later on. Okay, I can see that there is no point in waiting more. There is a definite winner. We are starting with a website. So how long do you think it will take to create a website? At Odoo, it's super easy. As I said before, it's just one click. Here you can see few green buttons like Start Now, it's free. When you click on it, you will go into the first screen of a creation of your brand new database. We need a website, so we will check that one and we will continue. Here you need to fill in some basic information about your company. So I already have some filled in because I'm logged in into my account. And when I start, Odoo will start a creation of my website. It's super easy. It took me 15 seconds to do so. And now I will be moved into my trial database. At the beginning, I need to choose my theme. Of course, it will determine a little bit the outlook of your website, of the pages, a bit of settings. Of course, you can modify it later on, but let's say that we use that one this time. So when I use this theme, Odoo will load it, and then I will be able to start working on it. But of course, for the purpose of this presentation, I've already created a database with all the modules that we will need already installed, so we will save some time on that. Let me just switch into the database here. So, as I mentioned, you wanted to create a website. Let's jump right into it. Here in the backend, we have some data, of course, based on the visitors, on the orders that people are taking on your e-commerce site. And here with the green button, we can see kind of the customer site. So here with the edit button, you decide what needs to be here on this main page. Of course, catchy headline, it's not really catchy. Let's give it a amazing furniture, because we are selling furniture today. So you can modify the size of different displays. You can of course modify the text, here the background as well. If you like it, you can add more blocks. I already added a few before. I really like that one. I think it represents well what my company stands for. But here, if you scroll on the left hand side, maybe we want to present the executive team, so we have some template already ready. Perfect. So when the website is done, we can save it, and of course we are selling furniture, so we need to be able to connect to our shop. Odoo is an ERP, everything is already here, we don't need to switch anywhere. Our shop is just here. When I click on it, I can see the products that are available in my inventory and are ready to sale. You can see some chairs, some tables. Maybe we like this cabinet with doors. When I click on it, of course, there are some details about it here, in this case about the shipping, recently viewed products. So yeah, some standard features that your customer might like. You choose the quantity, you add to cart, and you proceed. It's all in standard. Here I didn't modify anything. If you want to make it look more beautiful, you can do that. You take your time, you play on your trial, and you make sure that, that you can find all the functionalities on your website. Here it's just the standard outlook. I really like it, so I can process to check out as a customer to see how it will look like. Of course, when I'm in my shop, I can also add a product on the fly, so I don't even have to enter the backend. If I click on the new, and if I go into product, let's say that I want to create a new bicycle. Let's do that. When I continue, I'm immediately on this page that we saw before, and whatever I modify here will be also visible in the backend. So in my inventory, I will also see a bicycle that has been created. Of course, I will upload some image because it will look weird otherwise. I have an image of a bicycle already here. Perfect. I like it. The price, let's say 500 euro. It's a very beautiful bicycle. So let's keep it like that. As you can see, we save it. It's very simple. You can do everything on the fly. So even if you don't feel that comfortable yet with your skills about website creation, you can do it with Odoo right away. Okay, let's move into the second question. The website is launched, so what happens now? You have three options to choose from. Ouch, we don't have enough visitors. Okay, we have visitors, but they don't contact us. And a lot of visitors are coming. Time to upsell. You decide. I cannot do anything without your help. So you are the one telling me which option we should take to create our amazing furniture company. We have 2 answers. Let's give it a few more seconds so more people can join us. I can agree that many customers, many companies are struggling with not having enough visitors on their website. If you want to sell more, you need to attract people. You need to make sure that they understand the value of your proposition. So yeah, I think we agree that we should present, we should check what we can do to bring more visitors, more customers into our website. Yes, let's do that. I will already move to the third question. So in the meantime, you can answer it, and we will have the answers given when we come back. Okay. So if we don't have enough visitors on our website, for sure we have to optimize our SEO. So I need to come back to the website where I was. And here in the Promote, of course, under the Promote tab, we have the Optimize SEO button. When I enter it, Odoo is asking me, okay, what should be the title? Something that will really attract people searching for furnitures, let's say. So it can be best furniture in town. Why not? Description. Come and see our prices. They are amazing. Please come. Okay, I didn't have any other idea. Please come. Maybe I will convince the visitors to enter, but you get the idea that here simply you need to have enough characters. And then the keywords, of course, furniture. So what are keywords? Those are the words that describe best your business, your activities, what you're selling. So if someone is looking for those specific words, let's say searching in Google, your website will be higher and higher if more of the words match. So here if we have furniture, we can also have wood. And Odoo immediately proposes you related keywords. So maybe if you're selling furniture, you also want to have stores or warehouse. Why not? Deals. Perfect. And as you can see, there are a lot of related keywords. A very interesting feature is that Odoo immediately shows you where the given word was used. So furniture was used, for example, in my title. So you can have an overview which words describe best your business. And of course we can select an image. I like that one. You can also upload the one that you like. So it will be done here. Perfect. So now we optimized our SEO, but we need to give a better content to our audience. If we want to attract them, maybe we should write a blog post, right? We are a furniture company. So let's write something about a furniture. Why not? If we create it, of course we have a title. Why should you choose us? Let's talk about it here. Here it's some text, and of course we need to choose some beautiful blocks, maybe some pictures, maybe we have some events that we want to promote. So even in the blog posts you can make sure that everything looks as you like it and everything really brings the value to your customers. And very important point, do not forget to include the share buttons. With those, it will be very easy for visitors to share this article with their friends or on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, or send it directly via email. So with this one block, you can make it really easier for them to share it, to promote your website for free for you. So we save it. Perfect, and our blog post is ready in here. Everything works perfectly. What is our next step? Okay, to boost sales, we need a CRM. Let's open a physical store, or let's develop multi-channel sales. So you decided that we should boost our sales and we need a CRM. Very good choice. I agree with that. Another person agrees. So let's move into that. So of course, for CRM, we need a specific application, which is in here. CRM is an application that allows you to manage your customers. So in here, you have your opportunities, you have companies or specific managers that you are talking to and that you are hoping to sell something to, right? So as you can see, there is a Kanban view. Those stages can be fully modified. This is the standard view. As you can see, you can add a column here. There can be a testing phase. Why not? It's all created. Maybe it's here. You decide how it should work. You might have noticed the different colors that are displayed on the top. So in fact, those represent the activities that are scheduled for today, for the future, or that are late, that you are late with. So here, for example, we have one activity planned because there is a green color, green clock here. Here with the orange one, we have one activity for today. So we have to remember to call or email this customer today because we agreed to do so. And we have one activity that is in red, which means that we are late. Maybe we were sick, maybe we were lazy, I don't know, but we have to do it. We have to hurry up because we are late with this activity. Of course, I said it's a Kanban view, but we can always switch into list view. Maybe you want to have more information in a quick A site. You can group it by a country. Maybe you want to have an overview like that. So as you can see, there are many different options that you can play with grouping and also with filters. So let's say if there are some won or lost or any other field that exists in Odoo can be filtered by. So if there is some tag, let's say tag is set, apply, and now into our grouping there will be also filtering applied if there are some tags set. And of course, as you can see, the list is long in here, so you decide which view is the best for you, how you would like to work, and of course each person in your team can decide it for themselves. Now if we move into reporting, we can see the pipeline. It can be interesting for managers. So for example, here it's divided by stages. So there's new, qualified, testing, so the stage that we created just before, and it's grouped by the closing date, expected closing, as I can see. But maybe I would like to group it differently by country. You can do it as well. So here you can see that there are some customers from Belgium, from Peru, United States. So it really allows you to understand the data inside your CRM better. Of course, some more graphs, data like expected revenue, days to close. So Odoo calculates it for you. Managers can really take an advantage from it. I know that mine does. So it's important to understand what is going on in your team and how to work as efficiently as possible. And of course, let's come back to our main Kanban view. We can create an opportunity on the fly. Interested customer. We can edit it. If I know who it is, I can choose a customer directly, but maybe I don't have this information as yet. Maybe I only know the email address because that's how we've been communicating. So I can leave it like that. As you can see, few important fields are already here, but you can also customize it. Everything can be done with Odoo. If I scroll down, I can put my internal notes. And of course, the chatter. Chatter is available basically in every single application in Odoo, and it's very important because it keeps the history of in this case, this specific opportunity. So you can see that just now I created it. If in 1 year someone comes back to this opportunity, they will see, okay, at the beginning of 2020, Mitchell created it. Probably he was in contact with this person and they've been discussing some deals. So you get the idea. It's very important to keep track of what's happening, especially with your potential customers. You can send a message directly from here, not to switch to your Gmail, not to have the communication here and there. All your emails can be saved in here in the chatter, and also when the customer replies, the reply will be displayed in here. You log a note. This is only internal. Maybe you can say Mark Demo. Is he here? He's not here, so let's choose OdooBot. Hello, please help me. When I log this activity, when I log this note, OdooBot will see it. He's very fast, so he answered right away. But of course, you can ping your colleagues, your manager, if there's something unclear. It's simply the internal communication. And activities, you schedule always schedule something for the future. So if I created it today, it means that maybe I sent an email today. Let's make it as done, and let's call this customer in 2 days. Let's figure out what's the phone number and let's call them to close the deal. So yeah, that's how the CRM works. That's how you make sure that you're managing your customer base efficiently, that you don't forget about any deal. Of course, you can always play with ratings, with tags. Then tags really help you to filter, to group. You can have expected revenue. So Odoo really gives you a lot of opportunities here to work on CRM fully in standard. Now, the next question, the business is growing slowly. You need to do marketing. So what do we do? Do we engage with social media communities? Do we send a mass mailing campaign? Or we reach prospects through SMS? You didn't really like this option. As I can see, you like the most the social media one. That's good, because we all know how important social media are these days. So let's move into our social media application. It's completely new. It was released in version 13, so just in October 2019. But it allows you to do a lot of different things, and really makes you more quicker with your responses, with your activities, with your posts. Here I'm connected to my Facebook, to my Twitter, and I'm also following one keyword, which is Odoo. You can see that I posted myself that Odoo is the best, because I truly believe it. So I'm waiting for likes here, although I don't have any followers, so I will like it myself. So here we have the overview of the channels that we are connected to. We can always add a stream. So here, for example, for the accounts that we are connected to, we can choose whether we want to follow some mentions, tweets, favorites, or keywords. So it's completely up to you. Then in the post tab, we have an overview of everything that is happening connected to our social media. So here, of course, we see all of the activities, because I don't have a lot of data. But if you have hundreds of posts, I'm sure that you will want to know which are scheduled for the future, which are posted already, so no one makes a mistake and don't double post, let's say. So you can see that one of my posts has been already done. One is scheduled for the future, but why not create another one right now? So you decide where you wanna post it, on the website, on Twitter, on Facebook. Message, try Odoo today. Here it's a very nice view of how it will look like on your social media accounts. More information on the bottom, so you can choose a specific campaign where we will move. Let's choose one. We will move as a next step. We want to send it now, and for the web notification, have some more settings that you can work on. When we post it, Of course, I will also save it right away to make sure that I'm not gonna lose it. And when I come back to my feed, and Odoo will send me a notification that there is new content available. So I will refresh it. And you can see that on Facebook it has been already posted. It's try Odoo today. I will like it myself. Why not? And now we have campaigns. Of course, you create them to keep track of specific activities for some specific actions that you are taking. For example, here you have newsletters, so of course you have some specific emails being sent or posts being posted about some news in the company that you want to share with your customers or audience. Or Christmas promo, why not? Maybe you have some specific activities here. When we enter the campaign, we have all the smart buttons at the top. We love smart buttons at Odoo because they show integration with other applications in our database. So here we are in social media application, but we can immediately see how many opportunities have been created thanks to this campaign, how many quotations have been sent or SMS messages. So you really want to make sure that you don't overlook anything, that you keep track of all the activities, and exactly this part of social media application gives you an ability to do so. When we move into visitors, we will have a list of everyone that is visiting our website right now. We will see the pages that they visited, the products that they viewed, and of course how many times in general they entered. So if they have ever started an account, signed up on our website, we will see the name and the surname and the details that they provided us with. If they didn't, we will simply see them as a visitor, but we can approach them live. So when they are on our website, here of course I'm offline right now, but if a visitor is online, you can send him a personalized message that will be like a pop-up, a live chat. Let's say, hello, what are you looking for on this table page? Maybe I can help you with some configuration, with pricing, whatever. So you know what I mean. You can send personalized messages, which is really, really cool, I think. So that was our social marketing. Of course, if you have more questions about it, do not hesitate to write them to us. Okay, here we need new employees and we have to decide who we should recruit. An engineer, a technician, or a sales representative. So I think salespeople are watching me because they decided that this is the most important part. Why not? Let's recruit a sales representative. Okay, I'm back on my database. And of course, for the recruitment purposes, I will need recruitment application. Let's jump right into it. You can see that I have already some positions created. I even have some applications sent by people interested, but I don't see anything about any sales position. So let's create it right now. Sales manager, why not? Application email. Let's create it. It's done. It's already started. Odoo thinks it's important. And as you can see, there are 0 applications because I've just created it. So let's move into job description. Okay, there is a demo database here installed. That's why I already have some information about the sales manager position, but you are free to create it as you want. You can design this page. Of course, here, if I edit it, it's the same as a website builder, so you can decide which blocks should be included, which informations you want to share with your potential future employee. Maybe a newsletter in here, why not? So you get my point. Here, when we save it, we are on the customer or potential employee view one more time. And by clicking on apply now, I will have to fill in some information. So my name is Natalia, my email address, phone number, please hire me. Why not? Let's be desperate. And I'm sure that I have some sample CV that we will include here. At the moment that we submitted, we see congratulations page. We continue to our website, so the employee, potential employee, future employee can search through the information more. But let's jump together into backend on our site. When I enter the recruitment application right now, ta-da! There is one application. Someone is interested. Perfect. Let's see who is this person. We can see that it's Natalia here immediately. Some information that this person provided us with. Of course, we can always edit it, maybe based on CV, based on the future communication. We can use tags, manager, because that's the position that this is referring to. Responsible, it will be me, because I'm a mutual admin for the purpose of this demonstration, because we have demo data, as I already mentioned. So when we save it, we can see that by default, Natalia's application went into initial qualification. That's the first stage. That's how we want to manage it in standard, but you can decide how it should be done on your site. Of course, you review the CV. Here you have all the information, and you had a call with this person. Perfect. You really liked it. You want to hire this person, hire Natalia for the sales manager position. So we move into first interview. And as you can see, Odoo has automatically sent an email to Natalia. Congratulations, your resume has been positively reviewed, and some more information about our company and the contact person. So this is by default set up in my database, but you can change it. You can change the template here, you can change the message, and you can remove it immediately if you don't like it. So it's completely up to you, as most of the things here at Odoo, you simply change the configuration, play with the customization, and you do it as you like. If we move into second interview, then contract proposal, of course, those are the standard stages. Kanban, in the Kanban view, you can also see them, so you decide how to move it. But in contract proposal, when we are happy, when we agree on the terms, conditions, everyone wants the same thing, we can move it into contract signed and create an employee. So you don't even have to leave the recruitment application. You simply click here. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I like this candidate. And right now, through an integration with an employee app, we were moved into another screen, and here I can edit the backend information about right now my employee Natalia, who will be a sales manager. Of course, there are some more information, private ones as well, because as an HR manager, for sure you want to know the emergency contact, some education information, work permit, and so on. So those are the information available here. In standard HR settings, of course, as always, a lot of info to fill in for HR managers. Perfect, so that was our recruitment process. We have one more manager in our company. Let's move to the next question. As we recruit more, we need to improve HR processes. Obviously, in HR department, no one wants to sit for hours filling in the papers and trying to figure out what's happening. Everything should be automated. Everything should be in a one database. That's how we do it at Odoo. So let me know, where do we start? Do we launch an e-learning training for probably for new employees? Why not? To give them all instructions through e-learning training, so we don't have to spend so much time with each and single person joining our company. Or we automate HR admin tasks. So what do we do? You decide today. Okay, so you think that automation of HR tasks is more important? Definitely more important. Yeah, we all know that in a company we have a lot of activities on both sides. So if you want to take some days off, or if you had lunch with a customer, you have here some expense to fill in. So instead of doing it manually, which for example in the situation right now where we are all staying at home would be very, very difficult, you can do it all with the help of Odoo. Okay, so we want to automate HR admin tasks. Let's jump into the database and see how we can do that. Okay, so let me move into the next question. Perfect. So to automate HR tasks, let's start from the time off module. So from here, our employees can take holidays directly, can request holidays directly without even talking to the manager, you know, sending the papers, then giving them back. No need. You have a calendar view. Here you have a very nice overview of everything that you have in a sense on every single day that you can use for your holidays. I think that I've been working very hard as I have 96 compensatory days remaining. I have 20 paid holidays as well. So I'm gonna travel a lot when it's allowed again. But how it works is that you have a calendar view in here. If you need just one day, you click on it and the window pops up automatically. You decide which type of the day off should be used, and of course you give it a short description. If you want, maybe you can just write a time off because you don't want to explain, and you save it. So right now your HR manager received a request, time off request, and he or she will decide whether to approve it, or maybe there are like two-level approvals that also your manager, like sales manager, that is your direct one, should approve it as well. This is the process inside the company that you decide on, but it's very easy. On your site you have an overview. I really like it personally. Of course, at Odoo we are working on our software on every single day, so when we are requesting holidays, it's the same process to follow. Then when we know how to work with our holidays, let's move into expenses. And of course, I already had some as an employee. Maybe I needed a laptop, I needed a screen that I paid from my own pocket, and now I want company to reimburse me. But I have another expense. I had a lunch with customer. Maybe you have a product lunch. Okay, there is a product configured. We can decide what was the price. It was 50 euro. It happened only once. It was paid by me, by the employee, and I want my company to reimburse me for that. Of course, some more details. You can even attach, and you normally should attach, a receipt that confirms that this lunch happened at this given date with a customer. So you save it. And as you can see, again, you have a chatter. Maybe you want to leave a note for your HR manager explaining something else. So that's how easy it is. It's super fast. You don't have to do any paperwork, any other activities. There are a few clicks and you're done. But I think that the part that takes the most of HR or employees' time are the documents, especially when you're a new employee. To sign a contract, it's a lot of printing, sending, scanning. No one likes it. That's why we don't do it at Odoo. That's why we have always been striving to be a paperless company, and it's happening very, very well right now. So here, when we are in our documents application, I will show you how to sign a contract online on both sides. So we save paper and we save the planet, which is very good for the environment, right? We have our workspace. We have few catalogs: internal, finance, HR. You can decide with access rights who should see what. I'm a manager in this database, so I see everything. Of course, we have tags as well. As I mentioned in CRM, tags are very powerful. They will help you group or filter to help you have some reporting later on about your document. So I really encourage you to use them. And right now, when we are in our internal workspace, let's see employment contract. It's in here. Okay, I can see the document is ready, but how do I actually make my employee or future employee sign it? So I need to check it here, and I can see some actions in here. So we can create a signature template or request a signature and sign directly. Maybe let's do it a template, maybe we will save it for later. So employee name, as you can see, there are a few blocks here on the top, and you simply decide in which block what should be included. So there is a name, there should be a date, address, of course, so it can be text. And when we agree with everything that's written, of course, you can have a signature on every single page. But here at the very end, there is employee signature part. So we choose it here, and one more time, there is a date needed. Perfect, I like it. I think it looks very, very good. So why don't we sign it now? So we assume we can, of course, send it to the employee because that's what we wanted to do. So here we choose the employee. Okay, it can be Nag. I've just added her email to our database, and now I can send it to this person directly. And Natalia will receive it to her on her inbox. She can fill in all the information, and I will receive it when she's done. Okay, so now we have the next question. Let's add new services in our company. What do you prefer? Custom projects for office design or on-site intervention after sales service? So you decided that custom projects for office design is better choice for us. Why not? I do agree. Let's see how we can do it at Odoo. So to have a new project, of course we can create it manually, but that's not our goal for today. We will go into our inventory, where we can configure a product that will be operating as a service. So if we have a furniture company, let's have a product, a maintenance. So we are simply selling maintenance hours for customers that need it. It's a very good point. And here we want to create a task in an existing project. Of course, you have many options that you can choose from. But maybe we have a task, we have a project already that is called After Sales Services. Perfect. And in this project, we will have a new task each time we are selling maintenance service to someone. So when we save it, we can go into our sales application and pretend that someone just bought the maintenance service from us. Maybe it was Brandon from Azure Interior. Okay, let's go for maintenance. Of course, we can specify unit price on the product template, or we can specify it here. And he needs 4 hours. 4 hours of maintenance for our services. Okay, so we save it. At the moment when we confirm it, we can see in the smart button. Remember, I told you in social media application that smart buttons are our integrations. So they show us what is happening in other applications. So here we can see customer preview, project overview, or one task. And this button appeared here at the moment that I confirmed this sale order. Of course, we can create an invoice for this customer just to close the flow. Okay, so let's jump into our task. It was created in the project After Sales Services. It's assigned to no one at the moment, but I will decide to assign it to me. I will be the one responsible. I have a customer information, sales order item, of course, some general info. But what's very interesting is that there is a timesheet tab in here. So as a person responsible for that, I will be deciding how much time I spent working on this issue, on this maintenance service. So let's say that today I was working for 2 hours. So as you can see, our progress bar is immediately showing us that 50% of the time has been spent. 50% is used, so 2 out of 4 hours. Of course, when we save it, everything is visible here. Your customer can also have an access to the customer portal, and over there he will see how many hours have been spent on what, so they can also have an overview of the services and of the time that is being taken for their sake. Working again, just to show you, 1 more hour, and the progress bar is moving. Okay, now business is booming, but operations are inefficient. What should we optimize? And now you had two options to choose from: improve our inventory management or set up a lean manufacturing process. So you decided to improve our inventory management. It's very important, in fact. So let's see how the whole flow looks like. Okay. So as a first step, I would like to go into our inventory and make sure that some products are configured correctly. So today I would like to focus on the table, especially this table, which is configured as make to order. What does it mean? It means that we will only produce it when someone orders it. So we don't want to store it in our inventory. We don't want to produce it for the future. We only do it when someone orders it. So here we have to verify a few options. For example, that the routes here are checked as replenish to order and manufacture. It's very important because if they're not checked, we won't be able to see it later on. And again, here on the top, you can see a lot of smart buttons. So of course, we don't have any unit on hand right now because we will only produce it and send it directly to our customer. We can have some traceability of what's been happening to the tables that we created before. How many units have been sold? For now, 0. So we will make sure that it will change. You can also introduce a reordering rule. So every single time that you are going below a certain amount, Odoo will automatically create a purchase order to make sure that you have enough product in stock. But that will be applied to other products that you want to stock. In this case, very important one is a bill of material smart button. It kind of connects us to the manufacturing application. And here when I enter it, I can see that there are a few components that create my table here. Of course, I need a tabletop, I need table legs, 4 obviously, and I need a few bolts and screws to create it. Okay, so maybe let's have a look together how the whole process looks like. So as I told you, first we need to order this table to make it possible to sell it, to create it. So we need a table which is make to order. We have all the information filled in, the price that is set up automatically for this table. The quantity, of course, we can modify, but in this case, our customer only wanted 1. We can save it, and then, of course, you can send an email, you can negotiate with a customer, but it's important that you confirm it. You can create invoice if you want, depends on your flow. And here you can see that there is smart button delivery, it's available, but it's waiting for another operation. So you cannot deliver this product. You need to finish the manufacturing process to be able to send it, right? As we explained. So when I enter my manufacturing application, I can see the blue line here that there is a table waiting for me, waiting for my activities, for my actions. So we have manufacturing order. At the moment, all the components, all the products are in red, which means that we need to check availability because Odoo doesn't know yet whether we have them in stock. When I do that, wow, I'm very fortunate, I'm very lucky today. All of my components are available, the tabletop, table legs, and so on, which means that I can start the production right away. So I can plan it. Here, the work order has been created. I can enter it. It can be another team. So in this flow, of course, I'm showing you everything, but it can be another team that is accessing this part. It's completely up to you. So I have my PDF file. Here we can see all the steps that need to be taken. So there are some employees in your warehouse or in some manufacturing site assembling the table together. So they have the instruction in here. Of course, they need to start working. So the time is ticking. We can see mainly for the future reporting purposes to see what can be improved, how we can work more efficiently. We need to have data. We need to know how much time it takes to create, to assemble one table for us. So we have working instructions, everything. Of course, we can pause it if we need to drink coffee or have a snack. Or we can block it if something is not right, if maybe suddenly a component is missing or something broke. So you also have a possibility to block it. If everything went smoothly, if you're happy with what happened to your table, how it looks like, you can finish it. Of course, we need to provide serial number because this is the flow in my company. Okay, I'm done. The table is finished, perfect. So let's move back into my manufacturing order. Now we can see that this work order here have been finished, is 1 per 1, and the stage is to close. So we have to mark it as done. Again, it can be another person who does it. So there are employees on your manufacturing site doing that, and then maybe there's some quality control manager making this part as done. So we need to remember to do it. Immediately we have cost analysis, valuation, so more information, more reporting possibilities for managers. So we have unit cost, total cost of components, and of course cost of operations, because Mitchell admin also has some price for his hour of work. So Odoo calculates it here. Now, when we come back to our sales, or no, actually let's go into inventory, because here we will see it into our delivery orders. Date, outgoing shipment. I don't remember the number of my order, so yeah, maybe let's go into my sales. And that's my table, and from here we can go into delivery. It's the same, it's all connected, so it's the same as going from the inventory as I did just 1 second before, but I have to remember this number, that's very important. And here, of course, we validate it, we apply the done quantity, and we see that one table have been finished on our side. There is a serial number connected to that, everything is happy, and the order is being delivered to the customer right now. That's the flow. Now, as the business grows, we need to get more complex. So we want additional options here. You want to customize anything, the opportunities in CRM, we need information on customers, or the quotation form. So here we have 50-50 between CRM and customer form. So let's decide, let's go for CRM. Okay, let's go for one of the options. Okay, perfect. So right now, when I come back into the CRM, you already saw the overview, you already saw what can be done here in this application. So let's enter one of the opportunities. And here you can see this small icon of tools. So what's important to know, the customization at Odoo standard can be done with Odoo Studio. That's not a separate application per se that you can access as other applications, but it's the one that covers the whole database and lets you modify whatever you want. So you can add new fields, you can change the background, you can change the layout of your reports. So you can really do a lot without any coding experience, any coding knowledge, because Odoo is written in Python. So of course there are some possibilities to modify the code, but with Studio you won't be needing that. So let's jump into action. When we click on these tools in here, we can see that there's a bit different view that we saw before. And on the left hand side, we have some fields, existing fields, new fields that can be added in here. That's the opportunity view, right? So it's completely up to you how you want to organize it inside your own database. Here, let's say that we will add a date field because we want to know the birthday. Why not? Birth date of this specific person connected to this opportunity. Maybe we want to send a special offer. We want to remember to send our best wishes. Up to you. We are simply creating a new field here. Look how fast it went. It's simply one click. When I close it, this field will be available right now on my CRM opportunities. Not only this one, but all of them. So you are modifying the database in a real time. And as I chose the date field, I'm choosing the the date, like the birth date, right? So let's say it's 1980. Okay, so I have the date in here. I will save it, and now I will make sure to remember about it. So of course, the customization like that is possible everywhere. Please pay attention that these tools in here are always with us. So even on the main dashboard, we can customize, we can change icons, we can play with the background. So it's completely up to you. Make sure to check the benefits of Studio application. The end of the year is coming. What do we want to analyze? Profit and loss and balance sheet, sales performance, or performance KPIs. So you decided that we should go for profit and loss and balance sheet. Of course, accounting is an important part of any business, so let's have a look how it looks like at Odoo. Okay, so we have our application in here. We jump right into it, and we have few windows that represent specific parts of our accounting activities, accounting parts. So we have customer invoices, vendor bills, here is the bank that we can connect to, cash, you get the idea, simply giving you overview of those smaller parts of your accounting. Now, when we jump into the reporting, we have profit and loss. Of course, we don't have a lot of activities, so it doesn't represent a lot in here, but okay, it's loading. But of course, you have the income, you have expenses, net profit, so Odoo will calculate everything for you based on the information, based on the activities that you're doing on every single day, on everyday basis, right? So whenever you have some operation on your point of sale, whenever you're selling something, purchasing something, it's one integrated system. You don't have to scan any documents, you don't have to manually fill it in, everything is here. So here, of course, we have additional filtering options. So now I'm looking for this financial year, but maybe I want to look only on this month. So it's May 2020. That's all of my activities for the whole year, only in May. But we just started, so it's pretty normal. Of course, last quarter here it's 0, but if you have data, you get the idea, you can play with it. Of course, we also give you the functionality of the comparison, so you can make sure that you understand the data from the previous period. You put them together, you see what are the differences, whether it's better or it's worse. Numbers of period 1 apply. You can see 2020, 2019, the difference, which we don't have any, but you know what I mean. Of course, all the journals, if you have some specific information that you want to see from this specific journal, you can apply it. And you can include unposted entries if you have any, if it helps your operations. Then in reporting, we can also check the balance sheet. It looks a bit better in here. Of course, we have our assets, liabilities, equity, so the summary of everything that has been happening. Again, the filtering options, but we covered them already. But the very important and very interesting part is the exporting possibility. So right now you don't even have to check the options. You don't have to search for the options that you might have. You have one button here, the green one, export. When you click on it, it's exported automatically in the same view as you can see in here. So when I click on it, you can see that in my Excel file, all the data is available. So you have to admit it's very easy. Okay, congratulations. We have now a successful business. We did it in 1 hour. So you have to admit that to set up all the different activities, starting from CRM, sales, inventory, social media, recruitment, we covered really a lot in just 1 hour. So our business is running, but we still have few points to see. So first of all, here is the question you don't answer on your side, but I will ask you to think about. What do you think is the competitor's price? So here we are not asking about Odoo, we are asking about single-purpose applications like CRM, website, e-sign, studio, everything what I showed you. You know, it's just a small fraction of what Odoo can do, but what do you think is the price of our competitors? Here in this example is for total of 20 users. You get the idea? It's a lot. It's quite expensive. Of course, it's an average. Of course, these are the prices taken from like a given specific market. It can vary for your country, but the idea is that choosing the applications for like choosing a single-purpose applications, it's really inefficient for your business. They don't communicate, they don't work together, and they are more expensive than Odoo will ever be for you. So if we move to the next question. Now I'm asking you, what will be the price for all the apps on Odoo for 20 users? So if we add the apps like CRM, website, marketing, social media, everything what we've used, divided by 20, because we have 20 users, what will be the price for this app per user? Okay, so we have different opinions here. 300 euro. Okay, let's give it one more second so we will check what's the correct answer. 25 euro. This is the correct answer. One person was right. It's really that cheap. If you go to odoo.com/pricing, you can check it yourself. You're paying per user, per application. So then if you think about the cost per application, per user, it's really, really cheap. And here one more question. So probably for people that know a little bit more about the implementation time. So what do you think is the implementation timing for small and medium enterprises for around 20 users? Is it 1 week per application, 2 weeks per application, 1 month per application, or 2 months per application? What do you think to introduce 20 users to implement the set of applications that we saw right now? Okay, we have a difference of opinions here. Let's see who is right. Again, one person at the beginning, two persons now. 2 weeks per application. This is the average time that we assume that it takes to implement one application, to introduce it to company with 20 users. Okay, I think you're happy. I hope you're satisfied. You're now ready to use Odoo in your business. You can do it yourself. You can set up the database yourself. You can play with the solution on the trial, as I presented at the very beginning of this video. So as the last part here, if you keep your Menti page opened, you can ask questions in here. I will see them at the very end of the presentation. We will come back here and I will do my best to answer them. So if there is anything that you're still wondering about, that you're still very curious to ask, do not hesitate. But at this time, I will move back to our PowerPoint presentation. And I would like you to keep in mind that what I just presented is a tip of an iceberg. It's really just a fraction of what our solution can do. Just in standard, we have 50 applications that cover this important part of the business, and then a few hundred smaller apps that can be installed on standard directly in your database. So there are so many possibilities that it's even hard to describe. You have to try it out, you have to test it yourself, and do not hesitate to let us know what you think. Then there is a difference between Odoo Community and Odoo Enterprise. Those that are with us for many years know that at the beginning there was Odoo Community. It's fully open source version. But of course we had to find a business model that will help our company to grow, that will help us to constantly develop new versions, to give you new modules, new functionalities every single year. That's why we created Odoo Enterprise. And here, of course, there is a license. You're paying for users and modules, but you're getting many benefits in exchange. So there is a free migration, every single year when there is a new version of Odoo, we can migrate you for free. If you don't want to, we don't force you. You can stay on your version that you like. But if there are any functionalities that you think might be useful for your business, we will migrate your Odoo database in standard for free. Then, of course, there are 3 different hosting options. You can be on SaaS, on our cloud. We take care of your database. We make sure it's secure and you have enough backups and everything is done right for you. You can also download it on-premise. So you can have it on your server if you prefer. If you think that it's a better idea, of course, it's also available for you. And then there is Odoo SH that kind of combines 2 worlds. It's a platform developed by us. It connects directly to GitHub, and even though it's on cloud, it allows you to do any kind of development. So do not hesitate to ask more questions if you want to discover this topic. Then, of course, we have some differences in the modules that are available on both versions. I would say that Odoo Community is the basic one, a very broad one. So if you have CRM or sales, obviously 99 or 100% of companies will need something to manage their sales. But Odoo Enterprise focuses on more specific parts of a business. So we have rental, we have social marketing, we have maintenance. You can see these small icons in here. So there are differences on our side, on Odoo side. We are supporting only Odoo Enterprise for our customers, which means that we are working with customers only on Odoo Enterprise. We have a ticketing system, so if there's anything not working for you or anything that you need to clarify, we have our support team working for you every single day. Our approach is, Odoo's approach is to limit the custom development. We believe that our solution is good enough in standard. With the configuration customization, we really want to always stay as standard as possible, because development, as you can see, increases the project cost, requires maintenance, takes more time to implement, that's obvious, and complicates versions to migrate. right? Because when we are doing the migration, standard version is the easiest to do. But it doesn't mean that the development is bad. It simply means that if possible, try to limit it, try to challenge your customer, try to challenge your processes. Maybe it can be done in a better way and not the standard. Why not? Check it. And something that I've been trying to say, that I've been trying to present to you for the past hour, so the unique value proposition of Odoo, which is fully integrated, which is easy to use and affordable. We believe that those three parts describe our solution, our company best, and I hope that you agree with us here. So we discussed the solution, how amazing it is, what it can offer to you, to your business, but the question is how to actually implement it, right? Let's see it on the next slide. You have two ways. You can implement it with Odoo official partner. So here, of course, you are gaining a local presence. You can host your database both on cloud or on premise. You agree with a partner how to do that. And there can be Odoo methodology followed, or partner can introduce you to his own methodology that proven successful in the past, that he's working with his customer on everyday basis. So really, partner is responsible for the project here, and they will be helping you on everyday basis. The second way is with us, is directly with Odoo. So here you're following the quick start methodology 100%. The hosting is only on cloud, on SaaS or Odoo Stage, because as we are located, let's say here in Belgium, if you are in any other country in Europe, on Africa, it really makes our work, both sides, our work easier if the database can be accessed on cloud. And of course, we are following the standard project implementation. Okay, perfect. Let me have a quick look on our Menti page, so I can see whether there are any questions that you asked. Okay, I know that there was one of my colleagues answering your questions on Odoo page, on Odoo here during the presentation. Okay, there is a question about localization. This is an important topic for accounting. So at Odoo, we have a team dedicated for a localization topic, which is working on every day with our partners to develop the accounting rules, everything that needs to be followed on accounting for specific countries. But of course, we are focusing on our biggest markets at the beginning, just to finish the job there, and then we will be moving forward to the next markets. So if you tested Odoo and you think that the localization is not fully done for your country yet, you can contact your local partner. For sure, they have a solution for that. Our partners are collaborating directly with customers on the localization topic usually. And then, of course, you can discuss it with your point of contact at Odoo. So me, one of my colleagues, someone from other team, just to check what's the approach of other customers and how to work more efficiently, even without those features in standard. Okay, what is the partner process? So how to become a partner? Through a communication with me. So as I said at the beginning, I'm a business partnership consultant. If you would like to talk about becoming a partner, do not hesitate to write to me directly. Just to give you a little overview, we have two partnership programs. There is learning and official partnership. It really depends on your experience and on benefits that you would like to receive. Right now, you have an access to our e-learning platform anyway. Maybe let's see it together, because it wasn't presented. Let me just minimize it. Okay, so here, if you go into the Learn tab, you will see our e-learning platform. Under All Quests, you can see different chapters on Odoo, so like model, CRM, sales, purchase, and inside you have short videos describing a specific topic. After each topic or each chapter, you will have a short quiz to see how well you understood this given part of a course. So I really recommend each company, each person that is interested in partnership to follow the videos in here. And what's more, to check the documentation that we share. So there is a user documentation, developer documentation. You can check it. It's all available for free for you. So if you have some time, especially now, staying at home, maybe you have few hours per week to really dive into Odoo and to make sure that you understand how the solution works, how to implement it, and then while starting a partnership, you will be already a successful one. You will be already a person that knows a lot and can start working on a project. What is the pricing for Odoo license? So what's the licensing of Odoo? Here, if we jump into pricing, you can see that you have to specify the number of users and modules that interest you. So basically, when you do that, Odoo will calculate the price on the right-hand side. It depends on where you're located. Prices differ a little bit for West Europe, Africa, Central Europe. So if you're checking it in your country right now, you will see the price for you. So you're specifying the models here, and when you scroll down, you can choose your hosting type. As we discussed before, there is cloud, on-premise, and Odoo SH. Here there is additional price. You specify some settings that are available, but do not hesitate to contact us to get more info on that. Okay, I'm refreshing the page, but I cannot see more questions. I can see a few more, but they were about localization and accounting. So yeah, one more time, please contact a local partner or your point of contact at Odoo to discuss this topic further. Okay, so from the Q&A, we are basically done. The presentation is over. It took us less than 1 hour and a half to cover really a lot. I tried to be quick. I didn't want to talk too much. I wanted to give you the most important information and show you the most important features and modules on Odoo. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Do not hesitate to contact me via email or on LinkedIn. It will be my pleasure to support you. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you in person very soon. Bye-bye.